Hello and welcome back. I am your host, the Financial Conspirator, your guide to everything financials and conspiracies. Today we are going to talk about and look at the VIX, the volatility index. And have we seen capitulation? I think not. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. Do all that good jazz for me. Um, let's get right into it. If we go back to the monthly chart, we have a very clear view of what is going on here. So back in the 2020 vidid crisis, I can't say the word, the vidco crisis, um, we saw a very large spike in the volatility index. And this spike correlated in a major drop in the SPX, the NASDAQ. Bitcoin dropped to 3K from 6,000. There's a whole bunch of mess going on. As fast as it happened, it went right back down. And then slowly traded back down. 2018. Oh, sorry guys, 1 second. Mm-hmm. 2018. Major spike in the volatility index. You can't really even see it on the monthly because it was so fast. But if you go to the weekly, we spiked up really quickly to the 44 level. The 50 level was the highest point. And then during the 2008 crisis, the housing crisis, that was the highest spike we've ever seen. It was up at 96. Just to let you guys know, the housing market right now, they're saying the amount of debt and loans is the same amount, if not more, than 2008. So, and that's combined with the supply chain issues that we're seeing, which haven't even begun to be priced in. People think that's priced in. It's really not priced in. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Um, we've got record level inflations, record level rate hikes that we haven't seen in 23 years, and this stuff takes 12 to 18 months to get priced into the market. People think as soon as they hear about it, it's being priced in. No, the market right now is still pricing in things that happened in 2021. We're still pricing in the invasion of Ukraine, they call. You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff is barely even being registered on the market yet. The VIX, after all this news, record level inflation after 40-year high in inflation, the VIX hasn't even moved. Like, the VIX is steady. And if we look closer, there is a hint that this is not going to last. This choppiness, sideways action in the VIX is not going to last. We have since the 2020 crash, we created higher lows in the price from the previous price action, and the RSI has created equal lows. If we go to a divergence, I could click this link, put it in the chat if you guys want. We have a divergence cheat sheet. We look at Class C divergence, where price makes a higher low and indicator makes a double bottom. That's Class C bullish continuation divergence. Boom. We've got that right here. Price, the oscillator making a double bottom, price making a higher low from previous price action. So this, it, people think that this downside that we're seeing in Bitcoin and the SPY and the NAS, this is nothing. We've just begun to price in these events, these record levels, and these horrible macro events. This is just beginning to get priced in. We have Let's see how much room we have. The VIX still has 160%, 125% move up, and the brother Ian Dunlap from Market Mondays. These are levels that he's mentioned. The 2018 levels of 50, 88 was one of his levels. 60. Like these are panic levels. We haven't even begun to hit these panic levels yet. We're still ranging in the 39, 40 to 25 range. And I don't think that's gonna last for much longer because um if we go back, which we can see here. Same exact thing. Look at the price. The RSI is making a double bottom while the price continued to make higher lows. And what do we see after that? After price after price continued to make higher lows and the RSI made lower bottoms and lower bottoms and lower bottoms. What did we see? The major spike of 2020. It's like clockwork. We saw this after we saw this and higher lows. Right now we're making higher lows, lower lows, so expect this. It's really simple. I mean, I could end the video right here, you know what I'm saying? But this is all you have to know. No matter how long it takes, you do not want to be throwing in your money into penny stocks, altcoins. Uh, you don't want to be buying these AMC type, GameStop type plays. You want to be buying or holding, making limit orders for quality, long term, top 10 coins, top 5 in the industry companies. AMD, Tesla, Microsoft. You've heard them all before. I'm not going to do that. But just understand that the VIX, the volatility index, the SPX, the NAS, all of these things have a lot more room to fall. Because when the volatility goes up, that's usually a sign that price action is coming down. So just want to give you guys a few levels that I'm watching. Um, another that's nothing to be honest, but another 11%, 10% drawdown on the S&P, and this doesn't have to be immediately. This could take months because people aren't gonna just keep selling and selling and selling. There's eventually gonna be some bull trap hope rallies. If you look over here, we had a gap on the weekly right here. It took 3 weeks, but we came back up and refilled that gap, and we just formed another gap right here. So at some point, we're gonna have to come back up and fill this gap. I'm not saying we come straight down next week. I'm saying stay patient, stay vigilant, stay steady, stacking cash. How can you make money on shorting? I would say learn get a demo account. Get a demo account and use one indicator. I recommend the RSI. Use one indicator and get this. I think I have the video in here somewhere actually. Yeah, the RSI is just you can't it's the all around indicator. You can't beat it. I would say study the RSI, stick to high time frames, and try to flip a $1,000 demo account to 5,000. Flip the 5,000 account to 10,000. Once you do that, then you can start looking to short with your real money. I have a divergence RSI divergence video. Yeah, that would be 1 to 500 margin on Hugo's way. Yeah, yep, on margin. But the demo account you would do margin too because you're doing margin with real money as well. So SPX levels 32 3250. If we look back, we have support here after we came out of the March 2020 crisis. We came up and we retested this level as support one time, came back down 2 times. And so I think that this level, 3200, 3250, a couple brothers on Instagram mentioned this level as well. 3250 is a strong level that I think we could see coming into play. Also on the NASDAQ. Let's go to the NASDAQ. The Nasdaq has, I mean, technology still. Some people say it's still extremely overvalued. It's the same percent, 11 10%, 11 to 10% more to go, at least, at least on these. I would put yeah, I would say 9 7 9 8. But really, this is the level I'm looking to start loading up on things like MicroStrategy, Square, um, Bitcoin mining companies. Once we come down into this area down here, see a nice range, build a base. But the VIX showing hidden bullish divergence, that's definitely not a good thing for the markets, short term or mid term. I think in the next 5 years we won't remember this time period, or will it'll be like a blip in the system. But over the next 12 to 18 months, you will definitely want to be watching the VIX. Definitely want to be watching the VIX, and making sure you pay attention to these 60, 75, 75, and 80 levels. Once we get up there, that's when you know prices. The Discord's free. Discord's free. All the videos in the Discord are free. Um, all this stuff is free. Just yeah, I think it's on the YouTube watch list. If I type in RSI, let's see. Oh man, I can't remember his name. Oh, here it is. Here it is. The Trading Channel. So if you just type in RSI divergence and the Trading Channel, these guys are brilliant. This guy's brilliant. I've watched him. He's helped me formulate damn near half of my trading strategy as it is right now. Whenever that loads up, I'll show you guys the name of it. Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin, because strange enough, volatility index, stock market, all that that correlates directly into Bitcoin. Let's go to the total market cap actually. On Bitcoin, I wanted to mention this as well. The total market cap is making new all-time lows on the RSI. New all-time lows on the RSI. And just want to show you guys previously, when we get this low on the RSI, the kind of returns that we see. So this is something small. This is not even during the bull market. 352% return when the RSI went down to this 30 level. And we go from over here, it's ridiculous. 1,500%. But even if we go all the way back to 2015, even back here, the RSI was never this low. The total market cap is so oversold, it's ridiculous. But the thing is, not all crypto are gonna make it. That's the thing. You can't just be buying projects just because they're 80% off the all-time high. I would be very careful. I would be sticking with the top 10 coins, and Chainlink. Chainlink's my fucking hopium coin. I won't lie about that one. Some levels I'm looking at, another 42% off. It's crazy to think about, but another 42% off on Bitcoin is very very possible for all the liquidations that we have in place for Celsius. There's another company that had $2 billion. They just locked up withdrawals. Um, Even though the RSI is this low, that just goes to show that we are in a once in a lifetime buying opportunity. If you just stick with Bitcoin now and hold over the next 5 years, you'll be fine. But over the next 6 to 18 months, it's looking rough. It's really looking rough. Um, I'm staying away from altcoins until the Federal Reserve announces that they are done with uh, quantitative tightening. I won't be touching any altcoins until um, any altcoins besides Ethereum until then. Some levels I'm looking at on the altcoin market cap, 265 billion. Let's get right down to the dirty, nitty gritty. My guess was 12 to 18K for Bitcoin. 12 to 18K for Bitcoin was my guess. But I'm seeing a lot more uh, Twitter, YouTube, influencers really pushing this sub 10K. So I'm not gonna rule out that we can't go below 10K, but it's hard for me to see that. It's hard for me to see that. Um, I heard Celsius, their liquidation is around 13.6, I believe. That is gonna put a lot of pressure on the market, but under 10K, let's see, who would have to fall to get below 10. Yeah, it'd be another 50% down. I don't know. That's difficult. It's hard to see that happening. Let's go to Ethereum. 758. RSI, new all-time lows. It's about those who have patience right now. It's not it's right now is not the time for uh uh flipping. And as much as people want to hear that it's, oh, you should be shorting the market as much as you can. You should definitely just short all the time. It's not that easy, because if we go down here and these moves right here, these are liquidation events. This is $1 billion of liquidations right here. These moves down, if you think this is a double bottom and you're trying to catch a breakout, this move down here, that's liquidations, like out of the ass. The last weekend, I think we had something like 580 million liquidations last weekend in the crypto market. It's quite ridiculous. Quite ridiculous. But if you really wanna, you have the patience to learn, you have the patience to go through 200 practice trades, I would recommend this video right here. An RSI diversion strategy that actually works. This guy, Rainer, Rainer Teo, RSI. Pretty sure he does a video. This guy right here, really good shit. Really good shit right here. Because this happens every few days. It's something that happens all the time. Divergence. Right here we have divergence. We have higher highs on the RSI and lower highs on the price, which one is that? Bearish. Higher highs indicator makes a higher high and the price makes a lower high. Boom. Definitely coming back down, man. Definitely. I mean, I think everything's coming back down. We could draw it again over here for Bitcoin. Boom, boom. Bitcoin under 16K. Yeah. No, 16K is value. I have some orders at 16K. I have some orders at 16,000, 16,500. I really like 16K. I mean, if you go to the weekly and you just, even from current price levels, if we go from here back to the all-time high, that is a 250% return. Who thinks Bitcoin's going to zero more than they do it's going to go back to the all-time highs? Like, as soon as this level right here gets broken, I've been talking about this since last year. This RSI level is our bull market indicator, in my opinion. Once we break above this RSI level, it's going to be, I'm talking Moontown, USA. Ridiculous. Because look at the move we had, and we didn't even break above it. From here, we had a 125% return, and we didn't even break above the level. We still came into it, rejected it, came back down. So I think once we see that, once we see the Fed stop quantitative tightening, we see the dollar not as valuable, that is when we're going to see Bitcoin and Ethereum and ADA, XRP, Chainlink, all the value coins, the value tokens, the tokens that provide a service that are actually going to be used by people, banks, institutions, companies, that's what we're gonna see move. We're not gonna see. I'm sorry, Shiba Inu, all that shit is. I don't think it's gonna survive. It's gonna be like the doc. Ian Dunlap said it too. 1999 to 2001. This right here, we are living in the .com bubble of our time. This is the dot. This the spike that we're gonna see in this is going to be uh talked about like they talk about the 2020 crash. But I don't think it's going to recover just as fast. I think we're going to see a spike in the volatility index, a major crash down, and then a long sideways accumulation. I don't think it's going to be a I don't think it's going to be a V-shaped recovery like we saw in 2020. There's no chance we see something like this and straight back up in the matter of 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. I think we're going to see a very prolonged grind. It's going to be a grind. People think the prices now are bad and inflation now is bad. I don't think we see a plateau in inflation until 2023 at least. But it makes sense because the Bitcoin halving is in 2024. So patience is key and patience pays. I forgot we could definitely look at the dollar a little bit. This is something I had drawn out from a while ago. We can go to the daily time frame. Man. Yeah. Making lower lows and higher lows on price. See it come back down, but I think it's still looking bullish. What else we got over here? Yep. Yep. 90% will crash and burn, but that 10% was gonna make a lot of people a lot of money. A lot of people a lot of money. Even from this price right here, it is a 451% return. How many stocks are you gonna get that? People think ETH's dead. ETH ain't going nowhere. ETH ain't going nowhere. I think ETH is gonna be around here for a long, long time. We can look at the total market cap. I mean the Bitcoin dominance, and then unless you guys have any questions, wrap it up. It'll be like a nice little quick 20-minute stream. It looks like the Bitcoin dominance is coming in to retest the 50 RSI. We might see a little consolidation and another pump. This is previous support. Previous resistance. Right now we're turning into support. It looks like resistance here and resistance here. Maybe we're trying to turn this into some sort of support and see another climb up. Oh, before I forget, I want to tell you guys about ETH, Bitcoin, and altcoins. I know so many people who are looking at Engine and Sandbox and man, all these metaverse plays and they're just it's like 98, 92, 88, whatever percent off from all-time highs. Look at how much Ethereum is bleeding against Bitcoin. Okay? Ethereum has bled almost 44% against Bitcoin. That means one ETH is worth 44% less than it did just 231 days ago. I sold my ETH, one of my ETH around here. I sold like 25% of my positions right here. And I should have sold more, to be honest. ETH Bitcoin has some room to go down. And if ETH Bitcoin is going down, what do you guys think altcoins against Ethereum are doing? Let's go to the ADA Bitcoin chart. ADA Bitcoin. 230 days ago, right here. 41%. And right now, if we're being honest, it's forming bearish divergence because we're making higher highs on the RSI. We go to the daily on it too. Let's go to the 1 day. We're making higher highs on the RSI and lower highs on the price. We're actually oversold. ADA versus Ethereum is oversold XRP versus Ethereum on the daily. Oversold. That means these are going to fall against Ethereum while Ethereum falls against Bitcoin. So I've been putting a lot of cash, stacking a lot of cash. Ben Cohen talked about this a lot, stacking a lot of cash and putting a lot of money just into Bitcoin only. And then once you see a bottom, 2023, 2024, we start to see the Fed loosen up on the tightening and the rate hikes. Then you take some of your Bitcoin allocation, and because those altcoins they're now cheap against Bitcoin, you don't have to spend as much Bitcoin as you would have now buying those altcoins. It's once you get it, you get it. It's kind of difficult to grasp. Once you get it, let's go to the XRP Bitcoin. I mean, man, XRP Bitcoin. You telling me that looks sexy right now? Um, what's another one people like? Soul Bitcoin. I know people love Soul. Down, bad. I think this level right here is a very very nice support level. I mean, you would have to wait though because what people don't understand, another 56% down against Bitcoin for Solana. Ian Dunlap wasn't lying, man. 14 is very possible. 14 is very possible. Um, ADA Bitcoin. ADA Bitcoin down heavily, and the next support is the next support for ADA Bitcoin is 35% away. And we go to the daily. Look at that. It's RSI is. Look how much room we have to fall. Look at all the room that it has down here versus the room it has to go up here. I'm just very careful about buying altcoins right now. Very careful. Limit orders are fine. Putting in orders for lower prices are fine, but to just market buy altcoins right now, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. Yep. One Bitcoin always equals one Bitcoin. What do we have over here to look at? Let's see. I know some people like stocks. So we can go look at Apple, Tesla, the main names. Let's go to the daily. Yeah. Came up here. We formed the bearish divergence on Tesla. We formed equal highs on the RSI right here, and then we formed lower highs right here. So Tesla has room to fall as well. I'm looking at the 495 to 551 range. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous entry. A cool 150% move. Apple. Go to the daily with it. Let's get rid of this. Let's actually go to the weekly first. Okay. Apple's weekly RSI hasn't been this low since March 2020. Value. From March 2020, Apple went up 235%. Man. Patrick, I recently moved all of my crypto off of I moved off of Voyager. I used to buy on Voyager and then send it to my ledger, but Voyager recently had to secure a loan. So right now I'm buying straight from my cold storage. I don't care about the overseas fees. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't care about the pricing and how much you have to pay the the um the spread. I don't care. I'm paying the spread. I'm paying the overseas fees. I'm going straight to the hard wallet every time. I'm not going through any more exchanges. I'm actually gonna have to sell some of my Solana for a major loss just to get it off of Voyager because of this right here. This is this ain't it, Chief. I don't like to see um loans. You have to get a loan from somebody from an entirely different platform. That doesn't look good to me. I'm not buying from any exchange. I think Cash App, if you add your ID, Cash App is good because they have the Lightning Network, so you can just buy straight from there and send it. So I might try to get Cash App, but I'm taking everything off Voyager. I sold everything off of my BlockFi account. I've got my this is my Ada wallet right here, and I send everything to my hard wallet right over here, my Ledger. But we were talking about Apple. Apple on the daily. Did we make? No, we didn't really make any divergence on Apple, but we did come into previous. We broke down, retested, and resumed. One of my favorite patterns of all time: the breakdown, retest, and resumption. One of the most surefire patterns. What? Nice little 12-15% move. I'll take it. Next support on Apple is 123, but the real value would be under one anything under 118, under 115. Apple is a great buy. Anything from down here, yeah, anything from down here is a good buy. But if you really want to be a sniper, like a real sniper, shit, under 100 would be even better. Yeah, it'll be hard to see the RSI come down this low. Google. People love Google. Holy. Yep. Got bearish divergence on this. If you want to know an indicator to help you trade and make money, man, this is really, it's so simple, but it's very strong, very reliant. Higher highs, lower highs, came back down. Go to the 4 hour. Got gaps up here. I mean, I really think we could see some sort of a bull trap where we come up and we, not for the VIX, the SPX, where we come up and we get rid of these up here at some point. I just don't know when that's going to happen because look how long it took. No, they didn't really take that long. We had a, right here, it took a couple, came right back up to it. Came right back up to it. So I don't know. We've been in this oversold area for a while, and we really don't like to stay down here. We came down here and look at how quickly we bounced. We came down here, look how quickly we bounced. I really don't know how much longer we stay in this area. Right here, this bullish div is crazy. So I'm waiting. I'm watching. This is interesting. This is what I'll be looking at this week. Oh, this could just be a fake pump for further downside. Because look at here, we have higher highs and lower highs. Come back down. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough week to trade this week. I'm probably not gonna touch the Nasdaq. I'll be sticking with Bitcoin and crypto this week. Most death. That it's just getting worse and worse. It's getting worse and worse. It's almost oversold now too. So, let's see if we have any more questions. Books. I think there is a book. It just has a whole bunch of this. I've seen a lot of good things about this one. right here. I don't have any books about RSI divergence. I just watch the videos. You can go back in time on these. You can scroll back and then you press the replay button, and then you know what I mean. You go back and you look for the pattern here. You can look for the pattern all throughout this bear market. You can play around with shit through the past. I don't know why it didn't work, but that's what I would try to do. Watch videos, rewatch videos, take notes. I think there might be books if you look for them, but I just don't know about them. I know about this one. I have the videos in my Discord. Yeah, man, no problem. Yeah, I've heard good things about FTX. Good things about FTX, and I know Max Kaiser is a seed investor. That guy's usually pretty spot on. What is another altcoin? I just want to show you guys like how serious it is. Ethereum against Bitcoin, 45%, 30%. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. I'm right. Oh, I'm down bad on Sol too, brother. My average buy on Solana was I think 120. Yeah, man. Soul Army is feeling it right now. Soul Army is feeling it. But I mean, I think if they get this shit under control, they could see a nice. Good lord, they could see a nice move back up. But they really have to fix their outages and their downs and stuff like that. They cannot compete with Ethereum with that shit going on. Dot. I don't own any Dot. And none of this is financial advice, by the way. Probably should have prefaced with that. 61 on Dot. Not bad. AMD. AMD. This one is nice. This one is certainly nice. Go to the daily. Equal highs, lower highs. I called this out on the Discord for free, I think. You could have looked. Alchemy Pay. Got you. No, man. AMD is a fucking beast. People think Intel's got it all figured out. Intel's not. Not all that. If AMD ever comes down here, you guys, I'm probably gonna sell something to buy it. Cause this is ridiculous. If it comes down to this $50 area, that is going to be a guaranteed 220%. I'm taking that all day, every day. But we still haven't come back down into this oversold area. I'm definitely going to be waiting for that on AMD. At least on the daily, I'd like to see it become oversold. Nike, I'd like to see Nike come back down here too. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up, boys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.